So Alex Hormozy had this video saying that starting a Skool community is one of the best business you can do in 2025. So is it really? Now, for the longest time, I thought Skool was kind of cool because a lot of the people I look up to, they all have some sort of community at some point, and most of them are on Skool. So I was really into the idea, and I think that the people who join Skool are pretty active compared to the rest of the communities that I've joined. But this $99 per month price tag seems a little steep for me to try it out. Until recently, where Skool had this new pricing tier which is only $9 a month. Now, that's a no-brainer for me to jump in on this Skool community to see if it really is the best business to start in 2025. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you why I decided to start a Skool community even though my coach says I shouldn't be doing it. And number two, why did I choose Skool out of all the other community builders out there? Three, what I learned from my Skool community launch. And lastly, number four, what's going to be my next move in Skool. Alright, by the way, if you want to check out my Skool community and let me help you grow your online business with YouTube, check out the link below. And if you want to skip all that, you want to work with me one-to-one, link down below to book a call with me as well. All right, let's start with the first point here. Why did I decide to start a Skool community despite my coach telling me I shouldn't do it? So I'm in this coaching program, and my coach is this copywriter. He's really big on LinkedIn, and he's an email marketer. He's a copywriter basically, not so much a video guy. So he told me, Helmi, you shouldn't do this. Having a community is a lot of work. There's a lot of energy involved. Right now in your stage, you should just be concentrating on one-to-one clients. So the problem with that is, if you are a coach or trying to sell your most expensive offer, your high-ticket thing, what you're gonna realize very quickly is like not everybody's ready to pay you the high-ticket thing. Some people, they want your solution, but they do not want the expensive thing. Sometimes they want to test the cheap thing first, or they want something a little bit lower commitment. And that was ultimately why I decided to start a community, right? So in other words, I look at it like a funnel. You know, when people post on social media, they want you to get on their email list, and then on the email list, they're going to promote you something. I have that, and I'm launching this Skool funnel. So now from social media, I can also invite them to join the Skool community, give them more value there, get them to know me better, gonna help them out there. And if they like me and want to work with me more, they can decide to pay me more to get more access to me, right? That could be one-to-one coaching, consulting, done for you work, whatever it is. So that was the reason why I decided to do it, despite my coach telling me no. And sometimes you got to really double check what your coach tells you to do, because they say, oh, just do social media, just do LinkedIn, just send emails every day. You got to know something, that these guys, they have a lot of followers already. They have like 40,000 followers on LinkedIn, 5,000 on the email. Of course, they can sell stuff. But if you're starting out, I have barely 200 people in my email list. I have 2,000 followers on LinkedIn. It's just not going to happen. So that was why I started the Skool community. Now, the second question is, now that I do wanted to create a community as a funnel, why did I choose Skool and not, let's say, Discord or Circle, or even Go High Level has its own built-in community? So I did a lot of research about this, and originally I paid for Go High Level, which is supposedly this all-in-one marketing software, which on paper sounds like a really good idea. So I paid for that. It's $99 a month, and I thought, hey, I would just launch my community with Go High Level because I'm already paying the software. It's everything in one software. It's just going to be amazing. Then I talked to a bunch of other community owners, and including my mentor, who said, hey, listen, I used to have this weird WhatsApp group, Facebook group, all these weird stuff. But by the end of the day, people are just not online. They're just not engaging. And there's nothing worse than having a community that is not active. Until I tried Skool, where everybody seems to understand what Skool is, and they're just active. And that's what you want as a community owner. You want people to be active on there. So that was ultimately why I used Skool. And luckily, I only did it when they had the $9 per month tier. All right, moving on to question number 3. What I learned during my first Skool launch. Okay, so this was the game plan. I have a email list of about 1,000 people who are into digital marketing, 200 people who are into YouTube specifically. So I blasted to everybody saying that, hey, I'm launching a Skool community. This will eventually be a paid community. I'm not sure how much, but for the first 25 people, you can get in for free, where I'm going to help you grow your YouTube channel in a group setting. So I launched that, and then I also announced to my LinkedIn, my YouTube community, by the way, a little bit of marketing hack. If you promote your stuff on YouTube community, that is the place where you get a lot of email signups and people just clicking on your links. So that's some tip for you. So anyway, I got my first couple of people in. I was super excited. I invited most of my past client in because I know they needed help and they're going to be active. So once I got like about 10 people in, then I screenshot the amount of people in and then I hyped it out even more on LinkedIn, on my emails. Hey, quick, there's like 15 slots left. You're going to get free for life. All the way up until I got about 25 and then I closed it. And when I closed it, I announced to everybody like, hey, thank you for all the founding members. The Skool community is now closed. Originally, I wanted to charge $9 a month as well. My coach said it's too low for what I do. So I don't want to charge too high either because if it's too high, then nobody's going to pay for it. So I charge $25 per month for now. And 2 days ago, I got my first paying Skool member, which was pretty awesome. He said that he found me from one of my viral videos last year. So that's the power of YouTube. When was the last time you got a lead or a client or a customer from a LinkedIn post you posted last year? It never happens, right? LinkedIn, you post it today, tomorrow is gone. Everybody forgets about it. The power of YouTube is you post stuff today, it's still going to be relevant a couple years down the road. So it's like a sales asset. So now that I have people in, there's I think about 28 people in my community, one being a paid member, and I'm going to continue promoting my Skool community in all of my YouTube video descriptions. And the plan moving forward is I welcome everybody. I ask them to introduce themselves and I ask them what is their biggest problem. And I actually shot like a Loom video so they feel that it's a very personalized kind of support from me. And that's what I want. I want them to feel like this is a different small community. They get the attention that they need. So in regards to doing free versus paid, I think you should just straight up do paid if you already have a lot of audience already, because the quality of the people who pay are going to be significantly better. They're more serious because they're paying for this, so that means they're most likely going to be active. So if somebody gets in for free, they are most likely just going to be silent and just going to be lurkers, and that's probably not what you want. The good thing about the Skool community that I learned about myself is that I tend to become more open. So I know you got to be vulnerable on YouTube videos and stuff like that, but I find it hard to do that. But once I have a Skool community, I felt like this is my smaller inner crew where I can share them real insights. For example, I needed help from another member, which is my past client. She's really good with branding, and I told her I need help with branding, and then she said yes. So I made it public. Like everybody in the group can see it, so they feel like it's a journey that we're doing it together. So once I recorded that video and I feel like, hey, you know what? I can also share this on YouTube. So if it wasn't for the group, I wouldn't have the balls to make the video in the first place. So to me, it's kind of like a training ground. If you feel like you're not confident on YouTube, this is probably a good hack to start your own community, a small group, really help everybody out. It makes you feel comfortable in front of the camera. Provided that my goal to answer everybody's question in the community is just shooting a short Loom video just like this one, okay? So that's what I learned from launching my Skool community. So what's my next move? Yeah, I don't have any live streams at the moment. So I'm going to introduce my first live stream. I'm not sure what topic, but I'm probably run some sort of poll to my YouTube community and inside the Skool community as well to see what people want. Give them a few options. What do you want me to teach? Right, this or that. So should you start a Skool community or just any private community? I think moving forward, yeah. It's because I think people are more skeptical than ever, you know? Like you have this high ticket offer, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, whatever, how much you're charging. And I think people are just skeptical. Like most people are not just gonna fall into your lap and pay you $3,000, $5,000, right? So sometimes they do want to work with you, but they're a little skeptical, so they want to try the cheap stuff first. So the way I look at it, Skool is how they would try the cheap stuff. All right. So if you want to check out the Skool community and how I run things, link down below. If you want to work with me one-to-one to help grow your business, especially with YouTube, book a call with me, link down below as well. Now, if you want to see how I use YouTube, Skool, email, and all this work together to help promote my offers, like see how the system works, watch this video right here.